Yo, what's up, everybody? Happy New Year. Today is January 1st, and that started my 100 game challenge where I beat 100 games in 2025. And the first game that I beat this year was Shadow Generations. So, you know what time it is. It is time for a Shadow Generations review. Back on my Retep review shit, Shadow Generations was honestly probably the best Sonic game ever. Like, Sonic franchise game I've ever played. That was honestly fucking peak. Shadow was badass. His arc is incredible. The actual gameplay is fucking amazing. It's fast, it's fluid, it's fucking insanely cinematic. Like, there's just so much things happening. Buildings are falling apart. Time is warping. You're flying. You're running so fast. You have chaos control, chaos spear, all these different things. It's so much happening on the screen. Like, it's just a lot. It's just a lot. It's fucking crazy. And it was just a fucking blast. One of the best things about it was definitely the boss fights. The boss fights were insane. They were fucking crazy. They were like huge. Like massive scale. They're long. They have different stages. They're fucking epic. Like you get to fight Metal Overlord. Okay, Metal Overlord is the final boss of Sonic Heroes, where it took Team Sonic, Team Chaotix, Team Shadow, Team everybody to fight Metal Overlord. Shadow just gave him the work, just 1v1. Just 1v1, just fucking belt to ass, just 1v1. Bunch of the other boss fights were fucking awesome. This one was just a really big standout, though. You're like, surfing on the water, you're fighting him 1v1. Like there's just so much happening. I thought this fight was like one of the best boss fights I've fought in a long time. I thought it was fucking epic. But one of the big talks about this game is actually Shadow's Doom abilities. He gains a bunch of different abilities throughout the game, including, being able to surf, being able to grow wings and fly. And he has tons of different abilities. And I think some of them are fucking awesome. And then some of them just kind of felt a little jank. So he has Chaos Control and Chaos Spear, which he always has. Pretty normal. He gets to throw spears and, fight enemies with that. He gets to slow down time, which in a Sonic game where, Sonic game, Shadow game, whatever, you got to go fast. They're built on going really fast. That's what the platforming is like. It's split decisions. It's, fast-paced action where if you hesitate, you're fucked. It's, slowing down time mechanic is a little weird and kind of hard to get used to, in my opinion. I didn't find myself really using it all that much, and I don't think you need to at all. I don't think you really need the chaos control, really, ever. Unless it's really specifically designed, it'll tell you, like, it'll be like, use chaos control to do this. Like, it'll kind of like guide you when you need to do it. Outside of that, I never really used it. Now, as for the other Doom abilities, there's one Doom ability where you turn into like almost Venom, basically, like Venom from Marvel, basically, and like you're gliding in this like goop of Doom, basically, and like you get to literally swing from a tendril, literally just like Venom, and that kind of mechanic I just felt was very hard to control. I felt like he would swing to places I didn't want him to swing. I felt like the timing of it, and just sometimes like you would go up a wall and I don't know which way he's gonna jump off of the wall when I'm getting off of there. Like there was just certain times where it's just very jank and hard to control. But other than that, all the other Doom abilities were fucking awesome. Being able to fly with the wings, I thought was fucking awesome. Chaos Spear, Chaos Control, awesome. But that one like tendril thing, I thought was just kind of awkward, like kind of jank. That is really the only gripe I had with this game. It was amazingly paced. It was so intense, like from start to finish. Like it was intense, high action, high intensity from the fucking jump. It was fucking awesome. Like other than just a few missions, a few things where some of the Doom abilities just kind of hard to control, I thought it was an awesome time. I would easily give this game a 9 out of 10. Just the Shadow Generations. I'm not talking about Sonic Generations, just Shadow Generations. I would give a 9 out of 10. I thought it was fucking awesome. Now, I will say, I did not do all the content. I did not get S rank on everything. I didn't maybe find all the collectibles. I didn't do everything. I'm doing the 100 game challenge. So I'm just trying to beat the game. It took me under 4 hours. I beat the game just doing the main objectives in about 3.5 hours. So there's probably maybe like 5-ish hours of content if you try to do everything. So Just to let you guys know, it's not the longest game, it's not the biggest game or anything like that. Just talking about the Shadow Generations part. That's not a whole lot of content. I did have the Keanu Reeves voice pack, which I thought was awesome. Keanu Reeves as Shadow is fucking peak. I thought that was great. I have not played the DLC mission yet. I will go back and do that very, very soon. Maybe off stream or on stream, whatever. But I will probably give that its own review. But level designs are awesome. Action was awesome. Story was awesome. Was a super fun time. It was short, but it was fucking sweet. Awesome 3.5 hour game. Top tier. Shadow's just peak. Give me more Shadow content. Shadow's just peak.